So basically, something about me. So I am having 8 years of IT experience, and apart from those 8 years were into expertise into as a subject matter expert for automation tools, in which I have worked on tools like WinRunner, QTP, LoadRunner, Selenium, SOAP UI, and I was working as an architect in the organization. Then I moved to the training, provided online trainings and corporate trainings, and now I am providing online trainings and corporate trainings as a main business. So this is about me. So just in case if you have any queries or anything, you can always drop me an email or can send SMS me or can just write to my blog. So if you are facing any queries. So especially in this demo, in this training class, what I am telling you, I'll be giving you a demo over Selenium, and will let you know how we will be doing Selenium in my training classes. So what you see, as discussed earlier as well, so what you will see that I have divided the Selenium training program into 8 modules, and this is the module by module description of what we will be doing in the training program. Okay, so if you see module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, so if we have similarly we have 8 modules in this way. So all these modules will cover the entire course. So the teaching philosophy that we will be following over here is, first of all, I will be teaching you module 1. Once module 1 is over, then I will be giving you exercises over module 1. And next time when we will meet for module 2, first of all we will be discussing the queries of module 1, and then we will be going for the module 2. And now we have done module 1 and module 2. Those classes will be doing in Saturday and Sunday. So for the rest of the week, for module 1 and module 2, I will be providing you lots and lots of exercises to practice at your end. Okay? So when we will meet for module 3 now, again the first intention will be to clarify all the doubts, problems that you faced in the exercises, and as well as this will also give me a satisfaction that you are now very much okay with the concept. So this is how we do training. Okay, so now in terms of Selenium, so what we need in Selenium, first of all we need Firefox as a browser, and with Firefox we need 2 dependent tools. One is Selenium IDE, that is a GUI version of Selenium, and second is the Firefox. Second is the Firebug. We will be needing Firebug for identifying objects on the screen. So if you need to do, what you need to do, first of all you need to download Selenium IDE, and click on search. So here is the link from where you can download Selenium IDE, and then you can see Selenium IDE getting installed on your tools, Selenium IDE. So if you click on Selenium IDE, Selenium IDE is a very simple tool that provides you a mechanism like record and replay. So all you need to do is just open Selenium IDE, click on record, and now record a script. Say for example you want to record a script like this. You click on a particular link after the search, Selenium plugin, and download, and you want to apply a checkpoint at whether the download has arrived or not. Do a right click, verify element present, click on documentation. So these are the just few steps that we are browsing and we will be doing. So just paste this, verify element present, verify text present, and stop the recording. So what you see, once you stop the recording, you need to just make the speed to little slow and run the recording. So what you see out here is that whatever test we have recorded, whatever test we have recorded is getting replayed, and all the checkpoints are getting passed,
Right.
right? So now we are confirmed that this test is running fine. So what we need to do in order to run the test in Selenium RC server, we need to first of all configure Eclipse, that we will be using Java with Eclipse, right? So in order to use
Right.
Eclipse, what we will be telling you, what we will be needing here is, we need first of all Eclipse download. So on my system right now, what I am showing you is an overview how we do end-to-end testing in Selenium, and then in the training classes we will be discussing how to do each and everything in detail. So right, so that
Okay.
idea is that you should have at least understanding of how Selenium works. So if you go to Selenium, Eclipse is basically a Java IDE,
Right.
right? So you open your Eclipse, and meanwhile Eclipse is opening up, you also need to download Selenium RC server. So once you download Selenium RC server, you can see Selenium RC server like this, Selenium server.jar. So Selenium
Okay.
server 1.3 is the latest RC server. So now all you need to do is just open the command prompt, and after opening command prompt you need to start Selenium RC server. So in order to start Selenium server, you need to go to this particular location and type java minus jar selenium server.jar, and this is how you start Selenium RC server. Okay,
Okay.
so once you start Selenium RC server, the default port for Selenium RC server is port 4444, and at the same time what we see here is we have the Eclipse up and running.
Okay.
Okay, now what we need to do, we need to configure the Eclipse. First of all, we need to configure the Eclipse, and after configuring the Eclipse, we need to run our test into the Eclipse.
Okay.
Okay, and in order to run the test, what we'll be doing, we'll be converting the Firefox test. And how to do it, go to Options, Format, Selenium RC, Java 4 format. This is how you convert the test. Okay, copy the test and paste the test into the Eclipse. Say for example, if I create a new project, new class file, all I need to do is go to new class and say or let's do one thing right now. I'm just copying the code into this particular file. So I delete the previous code,
Okay.
test1.java. What I'm doing, I'm deleting the previous code and pasting this code. Right, so remove the package, we don't need package anymore. And if you just run this code, and I just need to change the name of the class, which is
Right.
tc underscore one now, right? And all I need to
Right.
do is just run this test. And in order to run this test, I need to save this test first and go to file, run as JUnit test. So if you see here, what you will see that there are certain set of commands getting that are thrown to the Selenium server, and you will see the Selenium server is coming up, right?
Okay.
So once you see the Selenium server is coming up, it will open the Firefox as a browser, and after opening Firefox, it will execute your test automation suite. So what you see here is this is a small test that we have recorded, and Selenium RC server is now just replaying that particular test.
Okay.
You see that this is how it is running. So what we see here out here is that Selenium test is completed, and if I go again to Eclipse, and I'll see all the test is marked as green, right? So green means
Mm-hmm.
that now the entire test passed, right? So this is, if we see, this is an overview of how we do end-to-end testing in Selenium, right? So the purpose why I
Okay.
have shown you that, if you're new to Selenium, you should have a feeling that how we do end-to-end testing in Selenium. And second thing that you also need to evaluate from this demo is about how is the clarity of the desktop, how is my voice, and whether this remote mode of education is comfortable for you or not.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. It's yeah.
Yeah, so this is how we do